Hi friends, Brenda here from the Pop-Up Homestead. This is part 2 of the Prepper series. Today we're going to be covering oats. So in the first one we covered rice, in this one we're covering oats. Oats come in a lot of different ways. There's rolled oats, there's steel cut oats, there's instant oats. For this specific talk, because it's a basic talk, we're going to do instant oats because they're the most easily accessible. Most people have heard of them, most people have had them. Steel cut oats are good. They're actually preferred. They take longer to cook, use more energy and more water. So instant oats is what we're talking about. We personally buy our instant oats in 50-pound bags. And then we just put them into these smaller containers for ease of use. So I just want to say, if you are buying oats in little packets, one meal at a time, is a big waste of money. So don't do it anymore. Buy big packages of containers of oats. The biggest you can get. They last for a long time and they can be used for a lot of things. So instant oats obviously can be made into a breakfast food. I would say that's how most people in the US probably eat oatmeal, instant oatmeal. You can put walnuts and maple syrup in it. You can put cinnamon and raisins in it. I personally like chocolate chips and peanut butter. You can just put a little sugar if you use sugar. Any type of dried fruit works good. And, make it your own. Make it a creative breakfast. What I want to talk about today is the ways that most people don't use instant oatmeal. I tend to make milk out of mine. See how this is kind of settled and looks a little weak? That's because oat milk settles. And when oat milk settles, that's what'll happen. It's kind of what rice milk looks like. Looks a little settled. Oh, I don't have the lid closed. See? Look at that. Action shot with milk all over the table. So you can see how nice and creamy it is. The milk will last for 3 to 5 days in your fridge. Super easy to make. Tastes delicious. It's thick. It's creamy. It's easy. So if you have oats, you automatically have easy access to milk. I made this by putting 1 cup of instant oats in my blender, letting them sit in 4 cups of water for 15 minutes, blended them together, and then I strained them through a cheesecloth. If you want your milk to be sweetened, you can put a date, pitted date in there. You could, I guess you could add sugar, maple syrup, any type of sweetener as well. If you want it to be vanilla milk, like they sell, a lot of the plant-based milks are vanilla, just add a little vanilla extract. And just remember, when you pull it out of the fridge, you're going to have to shake it. Preferably keep it in glass. 3 to 5 days, it'll last you a while. Now, once you have oat milk, you can also take prebiotics or probiotics. If you've ever started stocking up on supplements, I'm sure probiotics has shown up as one of the best things for you to stock in your prepper pantry. And the reason is, 1, it's good for your gut health, but 2 is if you take a probiotic, as long as it has, a good amount of bacteria in it, and this has 3 different ones that I'm not going to try and pronounce because I'll butcher them, but this has 3 different really good, I'm tempted to say what they are, but I'm not going to read them. So get a high quality probiotic, take the milk, keep it at room temperature, open up a probiotic capsule, put it in a warm, mix them together thoroughly, and keep this warm at a consistent temperature, and you can make your own oat yogurt. So now you have breakfast food, right? You have oat milk, and with the probiotic, you can make oat yogurt. I'm not going to go into details on how to do this. Basically, you're going to open the capsule into milk, stir it up. It's going to solidify if it's kept warm and at the right temperature. You can do that a couple different ways. You can put the milk on a heating pad. You can put the milk in a cooler. If it's already warm, this is kept in the fridge, but if the milk's already warm, you put it in a cooler with a pot of boiling hot water or a teapot full of water. Close the cooler, and you're going to hold that consistent temperature for 6 to 8 hours, and it's going to solidify the milk, giving you a really tasty oat yogurt. So there's yogurt, there's milk, there's breakfast food. This can also be made into a savory dish. So in addition to the breakfast, I mean, you can use this as a rice replacement. You can add this to any soups to thicken it and give you a little bit more of a hearty feeling to the soup. You can make lots of desserts out of this. I make protein balls out of this. I also do no-bake cookies. I just recently did a video on no-bake cookies using oatmeal. So you can see that is one of my previous videos if you haven't seen that. Also, I didn't mention this, oats can also be made into flour. So you can take the dried instant oats, put it in your blender, blend it up until it's flour consistency, and now you have a flour and you can make oat bread. So you have flour, you have breakfast, you have dinner, you have milk, you have yogurt, oats. The perfect prepper food. Everyone should have it. It's cheap, it's everywhere, and if you can get it in a 50-pound bag, we got ours at an Amish store, so look for an Amish outlet. That's probably the best way to do it. Okay, I challenge you. How many ways have you used oats, instant oatmeal, other than what I said? Please leave a message in the comments below. I would love to learn more ways to use oats. And yeah, until next time, I'll be back. And the next time we have our prepper talk, we're going to be talking about beans. Oh, man, beans are my favorite topic. So until then, take care, my seedy friends. And Happy New Year.